And our learning intention for today is to add by making 10. Okay? And that is something that will teach us how to do addition very, very quickly. Okay? I've laid out the steps to success. Okay? So, but before that, you need, if you're at home, I know that you in class have your tens frame, but if you're at home, you will need 2 10 frames. Okay? So you can draw them out. And then you will need some counters or some objects to help you work out the sums. First, explain what we're going to do. For this lesson, we need to have our knowledge of number 1 to 10, but also we need to have our knowledge of key vocabulary for addition. Now, we have learned before that these 2 numbers that we add together, they are called addends. I say, you say addends.
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 Okay, so we've got one addend plus another addend makes the total or the sum. Okay, so addend plus addend makes the total. So for my first step to success is to identify my addends. And I can see that here I've got a number sentence, an addition sentence of 6 plus 5. Okay, I've got 6 plus 5. 6 and 5 are my addends. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make these addends and show them on the tens frame. So I'm going to put 6 yellow counters on one of my 10 frames. Okay, you can do that along with me if you want, if you're at home, or you can just watch first and then do it later. It's up to you. So have I got 6 on the tens frame?
Yes.
Yes. So I've got 6. Now I'm going to make the other addend. What is the other addend, Sophia?
5.
It's 5. So I'm going to take 5 counters and I'm going to put them on my other 10 frame.
Red.
Okay, so I've got my red. I like using 2 different colored counters to show this. Okay?
5.
Right. So I've got 6 and 5. Now, if I asked you to tell me what 6 and 5 makes, you would straight away go and do it in your fingers. Because I've tried this with you before, you do it in your fingers. Okay? And that is still good, you can do it on your fingers, but this is another strategy that will help you in the future on how to do quick addition. Okay? So, 6 plus 5. So I know that 6 is the closest number to 10. It's the biggest number because it's bigger than 5. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move some of my 5 counters so I can complete this 10. Okay, so I'm going to move them. So how many more do I need there?
4.
So I need 4. So I'm going to move 4 of these counters to complete my 10. To make, remember we are making 10. Okay, now if you look at this, the 2 frames now, what number do you see there?
10.
What number do you see there?
1.
What is 10 and 1?
11.
11. Excellent. That was instantly so much easier to do. I just took 4 out of my 5 and I made 10 and then I just added 1 more. This is how I did it. So let me show. So I've got my 6 and then I split up the 5. What did I split up the 5 into?
4 and 1.
I split up the 5 into 4
And
1. And then I put 6 and 4. I put them together because I know my number goes to 10. I know that 6 and 4 make 10. And then I just add 1 more and that gives me 11. So I know that 6 plus 5 equals 11. And 6 plus 5 is basically the same as 10 add 1. Because that makes 11 as well. Okay? I'm going to do another example just so that we get used to the idea. Because we're trying to make 10 to make the calculation easier. Okay? This is what we're trying to do to make it easier. So, Jasmine, what is my number sentence here?
7 add 6.
7 plus 6 equals? I don't know. So, Jasmine, what is my first step to success? What do I need to do first?
To put 7 counters on the 10 frame.
So I need to put the counters. How many counters do I need to put on this 10 frame?
7.
I need to put 7. Okay, so I've got already my blue tacked counters, so I need 7 counters.
So first you can do 5, then 2 more.
Hold on a second, Molly. Oh, I didn't want to put a red in there. I wanted to put a yellow. So how many have I got so far?
5.
5. 6. 7. Okay, I've got my 7 counters. What's my other add-in? 6. So now I need to put 6 counters on the other 10 frames. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more, 6. Okay, so I have 7 plus 6. Now, is that as easy to do if you look at it? How can we make this calculation much easier for our brain so we can see it straight away and then we will work it out so much easier? Ellie, what do I need to do now?
Write the number. You have to write the numbers in. Like if you add 3, and then it'll make 10. And then after, if you see 3, it would be another 3 left. And then you say 10 plus 3 is 13.
Very good. So what I'm going to do exactly what Ellie said. So we have made our add-ins and we have put the counters on the 10th frame. So now we are going to move some counters so we can make the first 10. Okay, exactly what Ellie said. I'm going to move. How many spaces do I have left?
3.
3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. What's my number now? Hayden. Oh, what's my whole number now? It's 13 because 10 and 3 make
13.
it is so much easier now, isn't it? So I'm going to get my 10 now. So what did we do with the 6? So I've got my 7. What did we do with the 6?
Tear apart.
We partitioned it. We broke it in 2 parts.
mean?
When you break a number in 2. So we had 6, look William, we had 6 red counters on this frame, but we broke it so that we have 3 and 3. So I partitioned 6 into 3 and another 3. And I know that 7 plus 3 makes... What does 7 plus 3 make? So 7 plus 3 makes 10. Plus 3?
13.
Excellent. So that makes...
I knew that straight away because I just did what we did before.
Yes. So once you get a lot of practice using counters, eventually you will be able to do it without counters. Once you are really secure with your number bonds to 10. Okay? So we're going to practice together now. So for those of you who are at home, I have prepared some addition sentences for you to have a go. So remember, you need counters on the 10th frames. We've got 7 plus 7 equals what? 8 plus 6 equals something. And 9 plus 4 equals 10. Using the same method as I showed you, can you please, you can pause the video, work them out, and then when we come back, we will go through them together, okay? So you in class, I would like everyone here to get their 10 frames out. So everybody, get your 10 frames out and try to work out the first addition sentence. Now that you've had a go, we're going to go through all 3 of the sums so I can show you how I would do it. Okay? So I've got the number sentence 7 plus 7 equals what? I know that 7 and 7 are my add-ins. I need to make the first add-in first, okay? So I need to put 7 on one of the 10 frames. So I'm going to place 7 counters on one of the 10 frames. Okay, so I've got 5, 6, 7. So I've got 7 counters. Now I need to 7 more counters for my other 10 frame because I've got 7 and 7. Okay? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Now, to make this easier for us, instead of counting from 1 all the way to the last counter to find the total, we are thinking of our new strategy. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, that takes a long time. So instead of doing that, I can just look at my first 10 frame and see how many more I need to make 10. And I can see that I need 3 more. So I'm going to break this 7 into 3. So I'm going to take 3 away. So I'm going to break the 7 into 3 and 4. And I'm going to write that down. So I'm partitioning this 7 into 3 and 4. And now I can instantly see that I've got 1 10 and 4 more. And I know that 10 and 4 makes 14. So now I know that 7 and 7 make 14. And 7 and 7 is the same as 10 add 4. Moving on to the next one now. 8 plus 6 equals what? I'm going to use my counters. I'm going to take these off. So I need first step, remember? We have to make the biggest addend on one of the 10 frames. So I've got 7 already there. All I need to do is put 1 more to make 8. Okay, so I have made my first addend. Now I need to make the second addend on the other 10 frame. Put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and as I said before, instead of counting all of them from the beginning, I know a much quicker and efficient way to do it. I can break, I can partition the 6 into 2. I'm going to take 2 to make my 10. I can break the 6 into 2 and 4. So I'm going to get my pen. I'm going to partition my 6 into 2 and 4. And I know now that 10 and 4 make 14. Because if I put 8 and 2 together, those make a number bond to 10. So now I've got 10, I need to add 4 more, and that gives me 14. Okay, so that's the second one. Now this is the last one. I've got my addends. 9 plus 4 equals what? I'm going to get my counters out. I'm making my biggest addends on the 10 frame. I have to make 9. There you go. I've got 9. Now I'm going to make the second addend. My second addend is 4. And I'm going to put 4 counters on the 10 frame. Okay, is that for everyone?
Yeah.
Is that for Ellie?
No.
Do I need to put more?
One.
One more. So that gives me 4. Now, so what do I do? What do I need to do now to make this calculation easier? Jasmine? Yes, you can. Sophia?
So on the yellow, you need to add 1 red and then count how many, and then that's 10, and then count how many more you have in that, and then it's the whole number.
So what do I need to do to the 4?
You need to take 1 away.
I need to
break it.
into
3.
3 and 1. You were right actually. You said take 1 away so you can make the 10. Because remember our learning is to make 10. Adding by making 10. So I completed my 10 now. And now I can straight away see that 10 and 3 more equals
13.
13. Excellent. So I'm going to write 13. Okay, so I broke my 4, or I partitioned my 4 into 1. Why did I choose 1? Because I need 1 to add to 9 to make 10. So 9 and 1 make 10.
So then it
So
takes
that gives
away
me 3 left.
and then it gets 3 left.
Yes, so 4 is made with 1 and 3. I'm just breaking it down so it's easier for me to do. Okay? So 9 plus 4 equals 13. Okay? Now that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this learning. And I will see you again another time to do a different type of learning. Okay?